The deadline is up. Most city employees who report to work today must have gotten at least one dose of a COVID-19 vaccine or be put on unpaid leave, and that includes the FDNY.
And while the numbers of those vaccinated has increased over the weekend, there are concerns that those refusing to get the shot will cause staffing shortages within the fire department, putting our city at risk.
It's happening right now. Joining us, the president of the Uniformed Firefighters Association, Andrew Ansbro. It's nice to have you back. You're outside Engine Company 26 on West 37th Street. So, Andrew, what's going on? I'm hearing that the city is eating its own words this morning.
I'm not entirely sure what's going on right now. At 6 o'clock this morning, a message came over the voice alarm saying that all members are required to stay in the firehouse until further orders. Up until last night, they were told if you're unvaccinated, by 9 o'clock you must get out. This is a reversal from what they were told last night. From what I understand is going on is that they need to figure out how many firefighters they have this morning and what kind of fire department is going to serve New York City today.
So there was a lot of confusion over the weekend with firehouses or fire companies closed. If you listen to the mayor, it was one thing. If you listen to the firefighters, it was another thing. Give us an idea. Were there firehouses, fire companies closed? What's going on?
Right. There was a couple of dozen firehouses closed in varying locations, depending on who was showing up that day. There has been a bit of a shortage this weekend. There was a disruption of the schedule. Firefighters were placed from one schedule to another. They were put on straight tours for availability. There was also an increase in medical leave. We feel that was related to the fact that over 1,000 firefighters probably went out and got the shot, and as we all know, it causes flu-like symptoms. So people had minor symptoms. We expect them to be back at work. And as of 0900 today, we believe 1,700 firefighters are being placed on leave without pay. But according to the department, now they're saying they don't want anyone to leave.
Yeah, well, we're talking about more than 2,000 New York City firefighters. They've taken sick days over the past week, probably an indication of this cannot function without this personnel. Fire Commissioner Daniel Nigro actually made a statement in regards to this. The department has not closed any firehouses. Irresponsible, bogus sick leave by some of our members is creating a danger for New Yorkers and their fellow firefighters. They need to return to work or risk the consequences of their actions. What is your response to Mr. Nigro and his statement regarding this?
Well, I agree with the commissioner that at no point in time would we ever advocate for anyone to call out a medical leave unless it was absolutely necessary. I don't have information on what the numbers were for medical leave. The department doesn't actually share that with us. But as far as the closing this weekend, the closings, they were a little above normal on a regular basis, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. They're closing 10 firehouses for medicals, a half dozen for Education Day. They're closing firehouses for training. So on a weekend, if you have 30 firehouses, I don't believe that is going to cause a major shift in operations. It's definitely a disruption. Anytime your local firehouse is closed, the next closest firehouse is going to have to make up that gap. It does cause delays locally, but for the system as a whole, we believe the system wasn't affected.
So
we're glad that it wasn't.
Yeah, of course, obviously, and the city is very glad about that as well. Your union and de Blasio could not reach an agreement in terms of negotiations with this vaccine mandate. They're now telling you guys to stay, even those who are unvaccinated. Where do you foresee things going from here now?
Well, we had a negotiation session with the city on Wednesday. We listed our demands. We demand more time. It takes a New York City firefighter 30 days to retire from the day they put their paperwork in. A lot of us have the ability to retire, and because of the mandate, they have to put their paper in, and now they're going to go without pay until the actual 30 days runs out. Anyone that was looking to vest out, if they're not at their full 20 years, they are entitled to some sort of pension payment if they leave, if they have 5, 10, 15 years. It's a minuscule payment. They didn't even have access to that information if they were choosing to end their career or get the vaccine. And we believe it was unfair. Corrections was given 30 days. And for an organization like the FDNY, that I've been telling everyone, Rosanna, I believe I was on your show last December with the polls saying that 55% of my members didn't want the vaccine. If there is anyone who's been upfront about what's going on in the hearts and minds of New York City firefighters, it's me. And that's why I've been out in the public now about this. I'm sounding the alarm that my members are not the kind of people that bend. You don't want New York City firefighters to be the kind of people that go against their word and don't stick to their guns. What do you think causes a New York City firefighter to crawl down that hallway to get through that fire to get to your family and you? It's that resolve that we have, and everyone's been ignoring the fact that the reason why people love us is that we put our lives on the line every day for you, and when we tell you we're not going to bend and we're not going to break, you have to take us seriously. And now we have 1,700 firefighters that are basically saying, I can't bend, I'm not going to do it, we need more time. We have lawsuits that are pending that because of this 9-day mandate, they're not giving us enough time for our day to be held in court. You know, we've been pushed to the wall, and they're pushing around the wrong people. I mean, we're not the kind of people that break. You don't want firefighters that break. And right now, the mayor of New York and the department is understanding this is what happens when you try to push the wrong people around.
Well, we really appreciate everybody in your department, and you do run in while we're running out of burning buildings. So what are you telling your members
we'll do that
today?
All day today?
What are you telling your members today, Andrew?
Right. I've told my members that if you're scheduled to come into work, come into work. I predicted this catastrophe when this came out, and as of 0600, the department realizes that what they thought they had, they don't have, and they're asking members to stay. So we expect when they figure out what their game plan is, they're going to start letting firefighters home. But as I predicted, they wouldn't be able to pull it off.
Thank you so much. All the best to you and your members.
Thank you.
FDNY Uniformed Firefighters Association President Andrew Ansbro.
All right. Thank you, and good luck to everybody today, and the firefighters that are going to be at work will be doing their best.
Thank you. We appreciate that.